second round of the light heavyweight championship tournament as we conclude the first round here today on Supercard. Hello, everyone. Craig Johnson along with Scott Hudson, and we'll see Jerry Lynn in action in a, well, I can't call it a great matchup because I don't understand it. Randy Rhodes.
He's in there against Randy Rhodes, and we have him down as the hot body Randy Rhodes. Your guess is as good as mine on that one, fans. This guy comes in legitimately probably about 285, 290. He is not 237, and he's certainly not under that either. I don't know how he got in the tournament. That's something we'll have to look into later.
Private Terry Daniels in against Quick Rick Gerren.
Well, the great American Private Terry Daniels will come in probably in his Marine get-up, carrying that American flag for all of our troops over there. I never pick favorites, but I hope Terry Daniels wins out.
It will be Terry Garvin against Kenny the Stinger. Now, Stinger has a height advantage. He comes in at 6'4", right at that 237-pound mark, going against Terry Garvin, a man who never gives up.
Terry Garvin, one of the most resilient competitors here in the GWF. He can go against anybody, but he's going against Kenny the Stinger today. That could be a test for Terry.
John Tatum against Khris Germany. Germany, an excellent light heavyweight. John Tatum, just a brawler.
John Tatum, also the man of 1,000 faces, who would cry at the drop of a hat, this guy. But you never know. We always ridicule John Tatum because of his unorthodox ring tactics, but that could be part of that mental game here. And against Khris Germany, that may come in handy.
Steve Simpson moves on into the second round. We'll see highlights of that in just a moment. But Steve Simpson looks great.
Steve Simpson has always looked great. A very lithe individual. A true light heavyweight. He could go places in this tournament.
Brian Adias, a winner also in the first round.
Brian Adias, very popular. Good to see Brian back. Good to see him doing well.
And Mike Davis. Here's a guy we're used to in tag team competition, but he's ready for the singles gold.
He certainly is, Craig. Great tag team competitor. Now trying it as a single in the light heavyweight tournament. He could go places also.
We'll show you highlights of the matches so far when we return here on Supercard.
This ESPN Network program is brought to you by Budweiser, the king of beers. With that distinctively clean, crisp, cold taste. Nothing beats a Bud.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We're here at ringside for the fight card of the century. Over 40 of the greatest bouts ever. Now you can get ringside seats to this illustrious event. Sports Illustrated proudly presents history's greatest knockout video with knockout commentary from Mike Tyson. And the video is free with your paid subscription to Sports Illustrated. Witness one of the greatest fights of all time, the Thriller in Manila. See one of the best knockdown drag-out fights in middleweight history. Watch Sugar Ray get his revenge in the unforgettable No Mas fight. View Rocky Marciano in his classic comeback against Jersey Joe Walcott. See Larry Holmes proudly and defiantly defend his heavyweight title. And you'll be knocked out when you hear that the video is free. Yes, history's greatest knockout video is free when you subscribe to Sports Illustrated, the magazine that gives you jolting photos, hard-hitting stories, and the no-holds-barred truth week after week. And only Sports Illustrated gives you exclusives like the football preview issues and the 92 swimsuit issues. Call today and you can get it all at savings of over 55% off the cover price. You'll get 20 free issues for 3 easy monthly installments of $9.99 each. For faster delivery, use your credit card. Call now and witness the fight card of the century. Watch Foreman at his best. And Lewis in his prime.
The left to the jaw by Lewis. Punching right to the jaw, and Khan slowly goes to the canvas.
See the infamous Phantom Punch. And this famous welterweight title fight. Call today and see host Mike Tyson become the youngest fighter to ever win the heavyweight crown. Call to order or renew today. Use your credit card. Get knockout savings on Sports Illustrated and get history's greatest knockout video free.
Chaz going for the headline. Bulldogs him straight down. Chaz really fatigued here, but is getting the best of Robinson. Oh, tried to go for the backdrop. Robinson tried to fight out of it. Chaz still got him over top. Comes down with the elbow. And Chaz picks up Robinson. That might be a mistake. But obviously it wasn't.
He's really winded in there, Craig. You can tell that both of these men really spent physically under these hot television lights.
He goes up to the top. Could be the chastiser. Oh, no. Got him with the flying drop kick off the top rope. Count of 3 by Rick a figure four, but right now it's just a toe hold. Putting pressure on the knee, however. Oh. And the kid says, hey, here's a way to get out of it.
Oh, boy.
What is that? He's not the Karate Kid, the Lightning Kid I know about. Karate Kid I saw on HBO. And there it is, the belly-to-back suplex. Count of two. Some places that's called the dragonfly suplex.
Absolutely.
Into the ropes goes Bubba Fangman. The kid misses with a clothesline, comes back with a spinning leg kick. Rolls him over in the half Nelson, count of one, count of two. But Fangman gets the shoulder. No, count of three.
Mine are the same way. Looks something along the lines of tinsel on a bare Christmas tree, as far as I'm concerned.
Keeping the headlock on the balding head of Mr. Black. Oh, I'm sorry. I don't know how sensitive.
No offense taken.
Blackheart trying to take a little bit out of the chest of the handsome stranger. Oh, pretty kick by the stranger, who once again is feeling the effects of the shots to the midsection. Tries one of his own. Locked in the side headlock. Sets him up for a suplex. No, this stranger is going to send this man to the shower. Evans able to reverse. Rip meeting the turnbuckle a little bit more than he'd like to.
Oh, boy.
By now, they're best friends. Evans. Reversal by Rip Rogers. Gets him set up. The hustle. Rip Rogers, a man stuck in the 70s, loves to do the hustle, and this dance is over.
Global Wrestling fans, the winner of the match, Rip Rogers.
When Rogers puts the hustle on you, you can say goodnight.
I'll take care of anybody because the boss said. Get him in the ring.
Right now, the American brawling of Mike Stetson taking Steve Simpson out of the ring. And there's one way to keep a man from getting to his feet. That's to take one of the limbs away, which Simpson does there. Now, with one bad wheel, Simpson going to work, goes in. Monkey flip. Simpson now moves his way to the outside of the ring. Up to the top rope. The high fly from Stone. Cross body block. Count of one, count of two, count of three. Steve Simpson will advance. Flip look, so to speak, right down on top of the two competitors. Street has had about enough.
And look at the Iceman begging off of the exotic Adrian Street. He'll have none of it. He takes the action right back to him, but don't count the Iceman out here. He's been around too long to beg off and really mean it. I don't think that was sincere.
Right now, Street going to work. And Street thrown over the top. And Street will get the victory. Bandolero obviously hasn't trimmed the fingernails lately. Now going to work.
Right, one.
Obviously, Bandolero taking every shortcut he can.
Brian Adias noticeably thinner than the last time we saw him here in the Global Wrestling Federation. He has lost a lot of weight. He's got himself in great physical condition. Wanted to meet the weight requirements for the light heavyweight division. Went just a few pounds lower than that. Met it with no problem, and he's a better wrestler at the lighter weight, Craig. He certainly can float over, carry himself. There's 2 and 3. Brian Adias, just as we're talking about the stamina and the quickness, He gets the victory over El Bandolero.
Just punishing the man.
We've seen Davis this relentless, this brutal. In recent years, we have not. He is much more intense in the ring, much more brutal with the opponent. Gone are the high-flying days, the fancy moves. He's just beating this man up.
Davis getting set for the suplex, gets it. Mike Davis, I believe, thinks this one is over. But you're not going to pin a man with a cover like that. Don't have to be an intelligent wrestling fan to know that one. And now, gets him set up. Could it be? Yes. Legomatic. Right down to the back.
Wow.
Of Gonzalez. Count of 1, count of 2, count of 3. No doubt about that.
He's the handsome stranger, and he has caused a commotion in the GWF. The ladies are going absolutely crazy over the handsome stranger. You come down to the ringside, and you have a rose for 4 of the ladies at ringside. I have even seen you take off a mask and give it to the ladies. Who is the handsome stranger? Where are you from? Those are the questions we've been getting. Let me ask you a question. Why do you wear the mask?
Every woman I've ever known, Joe, says that a little mystery adds to the romance.
Well, do you always wear the mask?
No, not always.
Oh, could you take it off now?
Not now, Joe. I'm saving it. I'm saving it for my wedding night. That's when the mask will come off on my wedding night.
All right, he is the handsome stranger. The competitors here in the GWF tell me that when he gets in the ring, it's no mystery. He has some of the fanciest moves the GWF has ever seen. But someday, the women of the GWF hope to see what's under the mask.
Hey, I didn't see this on the news. Insight?
Guy at the office turned me on to it.
They don't pull any punches, do they?
Yeah. Better than reading a rehash of last week's news.
Name another magazine like Insight that's ready to take on Congress, or media, or lawyers for that matter.
Look at this. I can't believe I voted for this guy.
Insight, the savvy alternative to conventional news magazines. Insight gives you unique stories that people are going to be talking about. With features like the Hall of Shame and the Last Word, Insight brings you investigative, political, world, and cultural news that you won't find anywhere else. And only Insight has yeas and nays, the recorded vote of each member on key bills before Congress.
It's really amazing what we're not being told.
Call 1-800-922-7800 to get a total of 51 issues of Insight for just 3 payments of $8.50. The first 3 issues are yours without obligation. So call now, 1-800-922-7800.
The flamboyant oil can Boyd has returned to the American League now as a Ranger. His first task is to face his old team, the Boston Red Sox. The Rangers beat the Red Sox live at 8:30 Eastern on ESPN's Wednesday Night Baseball.
Oklahoma, high-flying Rhodes at 227 pounds.
227 pounds? Wait a minute. 227 pounds?
I think he meant kilos.
Wait a minute. Now, you know how big some of the guys have been in the tournament. There's no way he could be 227. Who's this? That's Christopher Love.
It certainly is.
It's quite obvious this is only 226 pounds.
226
You people
now.
mind your own business. 226 pounds. I have an affidavit saying he weighs that much, and we will wrestle this little punk, honey. Yes, you will. 226 pounds. You get out of here.
Well, that's Christopher Love.
26 pounds. You hold this. This is your job, not that you do it.
Attempting to convince everyone. Christopher Love, the longtime manager of Kelly Blanchard, apparently has some kind of paper talking to senior official Sean O'Brien. Some kind of paper, I guess that's to prove the 226 pounds, which is he's claiming. timing.
Okay, well, I couldn't buy 227, 226. That's okay.
Christopher Love, the man who manages the ladies tag team champions in the OPWA,
Right.
apparently has figured out a way to bring in the man he's calling Hot Body. Is that what he said?
That's what they call him, the Hot Body.
Oh, there goes the bell, and there's the roll-up. 1, 2, 3. Wow. 226 pounds or not. Hot Body Rhodes is out of the tournament. Randy Rhodes and Christopher Love are limit. I think we're going to try to go down and get some words. Scott Hudson will be standing by to talk to these two gentlemen. Those two men are quite upset. Let's go to Scott. Scott? Christopher Love, the Hot Body Randy.
You know what, honey? The only liar in this building are these 2,000 people sitting around this ring. It's quite obvious that this man only weighs 226 pounds. And if that punk, Jerry Lynn, honey, wants to take the easy way out, well, I have surprises for you, honey. You know, professional wrestling, honey, in the United States has been comatose for 5 years, and we're here to wake you up, honey.
Christopher Love and the Hot Body Randy Rhodes fans. He's out of the tournament. Randy Rhodes.
I got the papers. I've got the weight Jerry Lynn give me for the bell. I want to read that.
Christopher Love and the Hot Body Randy Rhodes. He's out of the tournament, fans.
This summer, you can win one of 50,000 prizes worth over $1 million by finding one man.
I'm back, and this time I brought friends.
Haven't I seen you somewhere before? You know, you look very familiar.
Nice suit. Yeah. Find a Budman certificate inside packages of Budweiser, Bud Light, and Bud Dry Draft to win.
Nothing beats Bud Man!
The total number of cheese puffs that you've eaten during championship wrestling and church picnics would add up to one profound puff. But you still wouldn't have a taste as big as these little Gino's pizza rolls. A tremendous taste of zesty pizza and a hot little bite-sized snack. A taste so big, it makes cheese puffs seem a little flat. Gino's pizza rolls. The pizza way to snack.
Terry Daniels against Rick Gerren, the man called Quick Rick Gerren, in the ring in this first round matchup. And boy, I don't envy you one bit.
No way. I mean, I'm a big guy, Craig, but I was down there with these two behemoths trying to tell me that one weighed 226. He hasn't seen 226 since 9th grade.
We're lucky that stage was reinforced.
We really are.
Terry Daniels, who's quite an accomplished amateur wrestler in the Marine Corps, going up against men simply known as Quick Rick. We talked about how fast people are. This will be a very quick match.
Well, in the Marine Corps, you don't see a lot of spandex and spangly things and a lot of screaming and hollering and biting and tickling and scratching.
Or guys like Christopher Love, for that matter.
No, not a lot of guys like that. You see a lot of wrestling, and Terry Daniels can exemplify wrestling in that ring based on his training in the Marine Corps. A proud American, Terry Daniels.
Right now, Quick Rick has the leg scissors. Daniels, who plays semi-pro football when he's not wrestling, trying to use some of his offensive line maneuvers possibly here to get out of this. Powers out. Gets out, trying to hold Quick Rick, and now slips him into the side headlock, but nice reversal by Quick Rick.
Very good move. He certainly is quick there, Craig. Quick Rick with that float over into the hammerlock.
we'll see Terry Garvin in action coming up soon. Also, Hollywood John Tatum.
John Tatum, a man of 1,000 faces, and he doesn't have to wear a mask.
Daniels with a look of intensity, no mask there. And now, nice flying head scissors by Quick Rick. Sean O'Brien checking to make sure it's not a chokehold.
And once again, got to hand it to the Championship Committee and the Competition Committee of the Global Wrestling Federation. This has been a great light heavyweight tournament thus far, and we're still in the first round. We haven't even finished the first round yet, and it's already been a great tournament. The second round, which we will be seeing in the upcoming editions of Major League Wrestling and the Supercard show, will be even better. We'll see the wrestlers that have very excellent move there by Terry Daniels. We'll see the winners of the matches thus far. Only the cream of the crop in the Global Wrestling Federation, and we're going to take the very cream of the crop, if you will, Craig, for the light heavyweight champion.
Daniels with a single arm bar. Daniels, a popular competitor in the Global Dome, would like nothing better than to get into round number 2, as would Quick Rick for that matter. Daniels sent into the rope. A nice shoulder block. A little bit of that football background coming through. Daniels looked like he was going to go to the rope, stopped short, put the quick drop kick on Quick Rick.
Quick Rick not quite quick enough in there against Private Terry Daniels.
What an arm drag there by Terry Daniels, who arrives at the ring each time he wrestles with a folded flag. That in tribute to the veterans in wars past.
2, 3. A great American, like we said, Terry Daniels, the ex-Marine.
Nice drop leg takedown, and now is going to try to rearrange the ligaments in the knee. If Daniels goes back, this one will hurt just watching.
You better believe it will.
Ouch.
More than one wrestler has had a career cut short by an injury that occurs after a move like that, Craig. Those knees are very, very fragile, and those ligaments are even more fragile. They could end a career.
Daniels has taken the knee one way. Now he may try to take it even farther back. Working on the ligaments on the side, now working the ligaments in the front. And Quick Rick may not be so quick anymore.
Not on that leg, he's not going to be. You know, we're used to these high-flying drop kicks and cross bodies and all these spectacular, impressive moves. But the work right there on the mat, these two men are doing really, really dangerous. You can put permanent injuries on somebody if you're tearing that knee out of joint, ripping those ligaments out. That's going to do a lot more serious damage than a drop kick would, Craig. And I think Terry Daniels knows what he's up against here in Quick Rick. Going to take away one of those points of balance by taking away that knee.
Now going to work on the arm is Private Terry Daniels. You can see the Quick Rick favoring the knee slightly. Daniels has him back. Thinks about possibly a chop, but the good sport from the Marine Corps with a clean break.
Fine example.
Nice roll-up by Quick Rick. Not quick enough for a count of 3 by Sean O'Brien. These two men, we really haven't seen what you call a maybe non-kosher move in the match so far.
Very much a scientific match.
Daniels waiting for his prey, so to speak. Rolls him up, small package, count of 1, count of 2, count of 3, got him!
Good move.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner match, Terry Daniels. After the break, we go to the news center, then back with more.
Good evening.
evening, ladies and gentlemen. We're here at ringside for the fight card of the century. Sports Illustrated proudly presents history's greatest knockout video with commentary from Mike Tyson. And the video is free with your paid subscription to Sports Illustrated. Call now and get ringside seats to this illustrious event. You'll witness over 40 of the most memorable, most talked about fights in boxing history. And you'll be knocked out when you hear that the video is free. Yes, it's free when you subscribe to Sports Illustrated, the magazine that gives you hard-hitting stories and photos week after week. And you'll get the football preview issues and the 92 swimsuit issue. Call now and save over 55% off the cover price. You'll get 23 issues for 3 easy monthly installments of $9.99 each. For faster delivery, use your credit card. So call now. Witness Foreman versus Roman, Lewis versus Khan, Liston versus Clay, and see Mike Tyson become the youngest heavyweight champion ever. Call to order or renew today. Use your credit card. Get knockout savings on Sports Illustrated and get history's greatest knockout video free.
Baseball is a game that I grew up on. And though I love the teams that play today, I like to think of the summer when I was younger and every player seemed a giant in some way.
The Cooperstown Collection. Authentic recreations of the uniforms and memories of summers past.
A part of baseball you can call your own.
Only 2 more men will make it into the final round of the light heavyweight tournament. Hello, everyone. I'm Joe Pedicino here in the newsroom, backstage at the Global Dome, and that's right. Only 2 more men will make it into the final rounds of the light heavyweight tournament. Who will it be? John Tatum is vowing that he is going to win the light heavyweight tournament. But let me tell you something. Keep your eye out on Terry Garvin, because Terry never quits. He never gives up. That man never says never. But you know something, folks? Whoever wins the light heavyweight tournament is going to be recognized worldwide as the greatest light heavyweight wrestler in the world. And I think that's going to be a very important recognition. Tatum says he wants it. I think there are some other men who want it just as bad. Now, we told you last time about the tag team tournament, and we talked to you about the fact that there was going to have to be one because of a situation in England. The English Lords are the current global tag team champions. They were in an automobile accident less than 30 days ago, but they are not going to be able to defend those titles. So the GWF has determined a tournament will be held. Luckily, it will be held in North America right here at the Global Dome, and some of the top teams in the world will be coming in to vie for the global tag team titles. You will see a new team called Wet and Wild. Steve Ray and Sonny Beach, they are from California, and they are tearing up the west coast of the United States. You will also see the Renegade Warriors as they return. They will be coming back to the United States. They want to be involved in that tournament. Also, you will see a team that is very hot in Japan. Outlaw Joel Deaton and his partner, Bad Boy Billy Black, they are currently in the All-Asian tournament. You'll see the Royal Family and a new team of Jim Brunzell, the high flyer, and his new partner, Johnny Ace. Speaking of new partners, I hear that Iceman Parsons, John Tatum, Khris Walker, and more are all looking for new partners to enter this tag team tournament. It's the most prestigious tag team tournament in GWF history, and we'll be talking about it more next time right here on the newsroom. Till then, I'm Joe Pedicino. Now, let's go back to GWF.
Bonnie Blackstone here, having the opportunity once again to speak to some of our GWF fans here in the Global Dome. This is Tanya. Tanya, how old are you? 10. 10 years old. You told me that you watch a lot of great GWF wrestling?
Yes.
You told me that you had your eye on Chaz earlier tonight. You have a question for him?
Yeah. Where did he learn all his wonderful moves?
Like those high-flying moves? All right, Chaz, where did you learn all those wonderful high-flying moves? Tonight, later on in this edition, I will ask Chaz that question and get Tanya's response.
Fans across the country, get ready for the Global Wrestling Federation action all over the place. For example, the Sportatorium in Dallas. Great action there every single week.
That's right. The storied Sportatorium in Dallas, Texas. One great night of wrestling after another. The history of the Sportatorium. Great to have it as part of Global.
You'll see great Global Wrestling Federation action all across the country. See it when it comes near you.
Weights and skates.
Some things were never meant to go together. Other things always were, like the tastes in combo snacks. Only Combos fills crunchy pretzels with creamy, spicy nacho cheese. That's why Combos is the one snack that's twice as good.
My name happens to be George Washington.
After a lifetime of lying,
This is Eddie Dad.
George is ready to quit.
I'm not Abe.
But Eddie's not ready to let him.
I can't take that money. The guy wants to give him money.
Come on, Eddie. This is Fred Nesselberg.
Oh, God.
Pryor and Wilder are back.
You can bank on it.
Another You. Rated R. Starts Friday at a theater near you.
If you added up all the potato chips you've eaten during poker nights and playoff games, you'd end up with some serious fun. But you still wouldn't have a taste as big as these little Gino pizza rolls. Ooh, a tremendous taste of zesty pizza and a hot little bite-sized snack. A taste so big, it makes ordinary chips seem like small potatoes. Gino's Pizza Rolls, the pizza way to snack.
Kenny the Stinger to go against Terry Garvin. Kenny the Stinger weighing in at 232 pounds for this one. Going against Terry Garvin, one of the most popular men in the light heavyweight ranks in the Global Wrestling Federation. And the Stinger going right after him. Chop by Kenny. Chop again.
You can hear those shots from Kenny the Stinger on Terry Garvin, and those will take it out of you right quick.
The tail of the tape will give Stinger the advantage in both height and weight. But as far as dedication to wrestling, you'd have to give the edge to Terry Garvin. And of course, the fans will always give you that edge.
Absolutely. That's that intangible. We used to see Jimmy the Greek, when he was writing football teams, have an intangible down there. The fans in professional wrestling, that's an intangible.
Look at this! Bulldog! Beautifully executed by Terry Garvin. Garvin going to work on the man from Santa Monica. Has the front face lock. And the Stinger moves to the outside. Terry Garvin, a man who has held tag team titles. Kenny the Stinger, a man who has held regional tag team titles in the Southwest. Fans firmly behind Terry Garvin here.
Oh, and now Kenny the Stinger giving the referee a hard time, claiming his hair was pulled. I really tend to doubt that, knowing the type of person that Terry Garvin is. And knowing Kenny the Stinger, I'm not surprised he's claiming his hair was pulled either.
Stinger coming into this match at 6'4". So, of course, the height advantage will be to his advantage, especially in a hold like this, the hammerlock, now into the full Nelson. Both men trying to power over, but using the leverage of the bigger man. Was Terry Garvin to bring him over. Kenny the Stinger back from a tour of Japan. Don't know how well he was received, but Terry Garvin enjoying the cheers of the fans.
Well, certainly Terry Garvin is going to have the fans' support. There's a good look at Kenny the Stinger. Not making any progress with the referee.
Apparently, Kenny the Stinger saying that Garvin is taking a few shortcuts. Now, admittedly, Garvin has taken shortcuts in the past. But this is a new Terry Garvin. A stronger Terry Garvin, and he's going to need all that strength against the 6'4" Kenny the Stinger. Garvin pondering whether to make it a clean break, and he does.
Didn't take much pondering from Terry Garvin. Fans love this man. They cheer for him, scream for him. You'll hear the chants of "Go, Terry, go." Go, Terry, go. Here in the Global Dome, Terry Garvin a big favorite.
He better watch out behind him, however, because sometimes you can get so involved in trying to get the fans cranked up that your opponent will sneak up from behind.
That's a very good point. You don't want to let that crowd, the cheers of the crowd, rather, intoxicate you in the ring and distract you from your opponent. And Terry Garvin is getting dangerously close to paying more attention to the fans than he is to Kenny the Stinger, and you don't want to ignore Kenny the Stinger, believe me.
The lockup as Stinger pushes Garvin back into the corner. Stinger will not have a clean break as he's shot. Terry Garvin not once but twice. Tried to make the third time the charm. Garvin says, here's how you do it.
Listen at those chops from Terry Garvin on the chest of Kenny the Stinger. And Stinger really having a hard time going to try and pick those cobwebs loose as Garvin has spun a web on the Stinger with those chops in the corner. Garvin's ready. There's a good look at the height advantage that Kenny the Stinger will have over Terry Garvin.
Garvin trying to get the fans back into it again, and I think Kenny the Stinger had just about enough.
Once again here, Terry Garvin paying more attention to the fans than he is to Kenny the Stinger. Could be dangerous. Now Garvin extending his hand, wanting to shake the hands of Kenny the Stinger. Fans say no. Garvin trying to be the sportsman here. Kenny the Stinger not being much of a sportsman.
Well, at one time, I'd venture to say that man wasn't much of a sportsman, but I think that might give him a little bit of the advantage, knowing possibly what Kenny the Stinger might be thinking in his bag of tricks, because Garvin, still somewhere back in the closet, has that bag of tricks.
Oh, he sure does. He can go with you. Toe-to-toe, but now Stinger on top.
Well, Kenny the Stinger getting the advantage there. Sends Garvin to the rope. Clothesline by Kenny the Stinger. One of the men using that weight limit to his advantage.
Absolutely. Would not have come in under the weight under the old rules, but they upped the weight to 237. Kenny the Stinger in. Below the weight, he enters the light heavyweight tournament against a much smaller man, Terry Garvin.
Stinger picks up Garvin and lays him down right on the mat. That could do it. Stinger with a count of one, count of two, but Garvin kicks out.
Stinger now in control. Garvin really going to have to shake it loose here and come back, and there's a punch to start things off. A series from Garvin.
Garvin picks him up and lays him down, goes up for the elbow but misses. That unforced error will turn the tide of any match. And right now, Kenny the Stinger will try to take advantage of it.
Both men feeling the force of this long, grueling match now.
Dropping the leg down across the throat. Kenny the Stinger better go for a pin here, because knowing the mindset of one Terry Garvin, if you give up too many chances, you're not going to be able to get the win. Here's Stinger going for the maneuver, sends Garvin over the top rope with the clothesline. Stinger thinks he's got this one won. Terry Garvin, I think, is shaking the cobwebs out. Look at that look.
He's ready. You better worry about getting back in the ring before that count.
Garvin rolling back in. The Stinger waiting for him. May pick him up for a power slam. No, he kind of dumps them there. I think Kenny the Stinger's getting a little bit cocky.
Yeah, he was setting him up for this. Oh, he thinks this is going to do it. He thinks this is the end of Terry Garvin. Watch Kenny the Stinger from the top rope.
Always the Stinger's going to come down, but misses. Kenny the Stinger went for the splash off the top rope. Garvin out of the way. And look at the look on Jerry Garvin. Sets him up. Oh, spins the DDT. Locks the leg, holds it tight, and gets the win. Jerry Garvin with a win. More when we return.
I'm here with one of the most popular light heavyweights in the Global Wrestling Federation. We're talking about Chaz. It's great to have you here. Our fans all across the Global Wrestling Federation are asking about where you learned such phenomenal moves, Chaz.
Well, my mother was a dancer, and my sister, she's been a gymnast for a few years, and my father, he's a pretty big guy, and he's chased me around the house a few times. He ain't been able to catch me, but, you know, that's where I get my quickness from running from my father.
And I know you also spend a lot of time in the gym, as you were telling me, too.
Yeah, I spend a few hours a day in the gym trying to be physically fit and get my body in shape.
Tell me what it feels like to have some of these fans rooting for you here as you make your entrance into the squared circles of the GWF.
Well, it feels great, you know, because the fans, if they weren't behind me, I couldn't do what I do, and they help me go, help me do what I do, and if it wasn't for them, I wouldn't be where I am right now.
We're expecting some very big things from this light heavyweight in the Global Wrestling Federation. He's Chaz, and he's one of our stars here in the GWF.
Honey, what are you doing?
Building a stadium. What does it look like?
Why? Do we need one?
You know how much I love sports. I never miss a game. Read the paper. But I need more. With this stadium, I'll get the whole story. Now stand back. I'm ready to blast.
Honey, wait. The guy on TV says you can get the inside story in the Sporting News.
Guy on TV.
That's right, Joe. Only the Sporting News gives you an in-depth look at baseball, football, basketball, and hockey 52 weeks a year. You get analysis of who's hot, who's not, and why. Reports on every team, even off-season, plus these incredible stats. To top it all off, the Sporting News publishes super special issues all year long.
So I don't have to build a stadium?
No stadium, Joe. Just call toll-free to start your subscription at a terrific price. You can pay in 4 easy installments, even charge it.
Hey, this Sporting News really is something.
Of course it is, dear. Now, how are you going to clean this mess up?
No way, Joe. The Sporting News, more than just the score.
John Tatum set to face off against Khris, Germany. Our final first-round match in the Global Wrestling Federation Light Heavyweight Championship Tournament. Craig Johnson, Scott Hudson with you from the Global Dome as the final spot in the second round is about to be determined.
Absolutely, and John Tatum will have the edge going in with the experience. Khris Germany, a youngster. Not the years of experience that John Tatum has, but then again, Khris Germany has things going for him too. In a little bit better shape than John Tatum, maybe a little bit better cardiovascular development. Going to be an interesting match to watch develop here, as we've got good points and bad points on both sides. John Tatum, long storied history in wrestling and in the GWF. He's known as a man who has had the problems with valets.
Oh, yes.
Greg.
Oh, yes. Has he ever had the problems? But right now, flying solo against Khris Germany.
Oh.
Tatum, known for taking the shortcut, came into the Global Wrestling Federation looking for any competition, wanted a belt as soon as he could, found out there was a light heavyweight championship tournament, stepped on the scale and said, hey, I can do this.
One of those that just barely squeezed in. This is such a radical change that the Global Wrestling Federation has developed to up the weight for the light heavyweight division from 224 to 237 to allow some of the bigger wrestlers who previously could not be considered light heavyweights to get into the light heavyweight tournament. Very interesting concept.
When you think about it, you'd have to think that maybe one of these big guys might be one of the favorites.
Oh, they would have to be, Craig. They would have to be. But then again, the light heavyweight division is a different style of wrestling than some of the bigger fellas are used to.
Well, the bigger fella in this match, Hollywood John Tatum, raking Germany's eye across the top rope. Not only takes away some of your vision, takes away some of your other senses too. Tatum, ready to put on the suplex, takes his sweet old time and then snaps it over. Count of two. Germany will have none of that. What an interesting cover there. The face to the head, or the hand to the face.
There we go. Third time's the charm. Boy, that was a quick suplex. John Tatum using that experience. He's seen it all. He's putting it to use. Oh, boy.
Hello. Tatum with a clothesline. And John Tatum, a man very confident, man who can use the martial arts.
He can use his face. Look at that. That would scare the paint off a wall.
And there's the left hand from the Pacific Coast. Fast as you can be. Snap there. Into the rear chin lock. Going to power some of the wind out of Khris Germany.
John Tatum plays the mental game of wrestling very well. You see the faces. He's continually talking with the fans, with the official, with his opponent even in there. He plays the mental game well in there, Craig. That's another one of those good point, bad point things in this match. That's something going in John Tatum's favor.
Good points, bad points, and that one was almost good for 3 points. The boot right to the head. And now he's showing us his martial arts tactics.
That's about the extent of him right there, is that little pose. I don't know, he knows a heck of a lot more about martial arts.
Oh. There's the chop to the chest of Khris Germany. Yikes. Whoa. The man of 1,000 faces. We're not talking about Lon Chaney. We're talking about John Tatum. I think he wants to send Khris Germany south here. Has him set up for a possible pile driver. Pulls him up once. Pulls him up twice. A worried look on Tatum's face, and now we see why. Germany able to flip the big man over. Shinanamaki. And if he locks it in, this one's over. No! The big right hand. Tatum confident that he's got Germany well in hand. Kick to the midsection once, now twice. 3 times by John Tatum. Shaking his head as though he'd like to get a second win and perhaps has it.
Khris Germany now coming back against John Tatum. Tatum slings him in, and this is a great sequence here, and there's the experience. Tatum, and I don't know what that is. I know what that is. Oh, boy.
Oh, the win by John Tatum. Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of the match, John